So you don't sing.
No.
We can't get you to the sing.
I am the kind of singer that when I'm singing happy birthday, people will not post Instagram stories with me singing happy birthday on the background. The first capital that you get is usually should be from like angel investors.
Okay.
They're literally like your angels and so उनको angel investors बोलते हैं.
अच्छा.
दूसरा बाय चॉइस है, बाय पैशन है, और ऐसा नहीं है कि फ्यूचर में फंडिंग नहीं चाहिए, नहीं देख रहे हो उस एस्पेक्ट को. बट आई थिंक व्हेन यू आर टेकिंग फंडिंग इट्स अ लॉट रिस्पांसिबिलिटी, एंड इन इंडिया सो फार आई थिंक फंडिंग एज अ माइलस्टोन इज बीइंग सेलिब्रेटेड a little too much.
Yeah. So guys, this is Chetan from Honest Create. We are shooting our episode today for CARNAAMA. कि सबके कारनामे देखें. And today,
I love the name.
You love the name? Okay,
yes.
lovely. So yeah, today we have the OG of podcasters. I would definitely call him that because I've been a fan. I've been listening to whatever he's been talking. I know he's had over 180 episodes, but more than that, he's also an angel investor, and we would love to talk podcasting, angel investing, and everything in between.
Yes.
Welcome to the show.
Super excited. Thanks for doing this. I mean, when I first saw the format and you released the episode recently, I was like super glad that this is finally taking shape, and I love the format also. So very excited to be on this ride and finally spend some like interesting quality time discussing about great things with you. I admire a lot of what you guys do.
Thank you.
Great to be chatting. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Jivraj. Means a lot. I know that you've been doing this for now over 3 years, right?
Yes.
Talking to
It's been a
founders, VCs,
Yes.
and so much learning, right? When even just you talk to these people. I mean, the kind of learnings that'll be inside that brain. I want to,
Yes.
pick that brain out today for
Please.
sure.
Yes.
And understand more. But how did it start? Like, was it before AngelList or after? Like, when did you start?
It was before,
podcasting? Okay.
and it's funny. A lot of people that who know me think that the podcast came after AngelList because I was a part of the ecosystem, and then that would have resulted in it, which seems logical.
Yeah.
But nahi yaar, I think broad idea yahi tha. I come from a commerce background, and I come from Calcutta. I didn't have a lot of people to talk to about startups.
Okay.
And so but I wanted to build one because I got exposed to this Y Combinator sort of, content. And I was like, yeah, this is very fun.
Yeah.
I got exposed to Uber, Airbnb stories. And
This was on your own, right?
Yes,
Whatever
this
you were
was on my
exploring
own.
your
I think I got somehow discovered it and found it very, very fascinating. So I was like, India mein kaun kar raha hai? And I was like, if I want to build a tech company, which I didn't know I had no idea of how would I build one, but I was like fascinated कि अच्छा startups seem fun. I want to understand कैसे build करते हैं. That's when I was like, अच्छा no, I don't have that value add. किससे पूछूं? And that's when I was like, okay, can I start something by myself? Because I didn't find a lot of content where startup founders were talking about this. This is back in 2019, 2020.
Okay. Tell me about the first guest you got. You were 21. You started your podcast. How did you convince the first guy to come, and who was that person?
Yash Kotak. Yash Kotak is the founder of a company called Bombay Hemp Company.
Okay.
And very interestingly, I think two things that played in my favor was luck and the fact that COVID was there, right?
Okay.
Like that's related to the luck bit.
Yeah.
I think
so that was a
people
Zoom
were just
setup
very like
that time.
Yeah. So for 2.5 years, I was only doing like Zoom setups. Matlab I had, to the extent, my first 10 videos were no video because I was too scared to be on video.
Okay.
I used to have a paper with all the questions written. I was like, nahi, मैं paper पे देखता रहूँगा, मैं notes बनाऊँगा. I would mute myself and I would only talk when I was like, okay, मतलब question आता था. It was like absolutely amateur.
Okay.
My cold start problem got solved because people were free. I was trying to do something decent, and what people don't understand is एक हाँ चाहिए होती है starting में, right?
Correct.
You can have like 10 people not saying no, but that does not matter.
Yeah.
As long as you get a couple of people to say yes.
Correct.
So that was really nice.
So you don't sing.
No.
We can't get you to the sing.
I am the kind of singer that when I'm singing happy birthday, people will not post Instagram stories with me singing happy birthday on the background.
No.
Like literally मैं background music में मैंने एक बार सुन लिया right कि मतलब किसी ने story post की और मैं जोर से चिल्ला रहा था happy birthday. Literally चिल्ला रहा था, गा नहीं रहा था. And I was like,
so that's your singing, चिल्लाना.
That's my singing. And मतलब I can confidently sing wrong lyrics. And in parties and all I'll sing, but अकेले अगर गवा दिया तो I'm like very very terrible at it. I think हिंदी करना चाहिए.
अच्छा.
And that's very super counterintuitive क्योंकि मैं हिंदी नहीं करता. So that's like full disclosure. I think disclosure से ज़्यादा when I started I didn't know, to be honest. मतलब and I was like कि हिंदी में कितने founders comfortable होंगे बात करने में. I did not know and ऐसा नहीं है, strength is not Hindi. But I felt कि English में थोड़ा startup audience will relate more. But I do think a large portion of the people listening relate to Hindi more.
अच्छा.
They find it more interesting, they find it more relatable. I didn't do this fast enough in my journey, but so I strongly recommend कि reels तो करने ही चाहिए because it helps build the brand also well enough.
Correct.
और reels is the game यार. I think मतलब अगर कर ही रहे हो, effort डाल रहे हो, time डाल रहे हो, तो helps to think about it early.
Correct.
So this is also new learning for me. But people like to hear more opinions from other people than knowledge.
Then knowledge.
Which is to say that अच्छा you can ask me how to do angel investing, and that will be knowledge.
That will be knowledge.
But
correct.
if you ask me, do you recommend doing angel investing or should you? Then that is an opinion.
That is an opinion.
I think
That's
people,
a nice one.
I think custom like just consumers in general, अगर आप भी सोचोगे, आपको ये नहीं फर्क पड़ता कि कुणाल शाह मतलब beyond a point कुणाल शाह ने क्रेडिट कैसे बनाया.
Correct.
बट कुणाल शाह को इंडिया के बारे में क्या लगता है, उसका ओपिनियन क्या है क्रेडिट कार्ड होल्डर्स पे, वो थोड़ा ज्यादा इंटरेस्टिंग हो जाता है.
वो ज्यादा इंटरेस्टिंग हो जाता है. And that is what they care for.
People get attracted to. Strong opinions always get more views. Knowledge and insights don't get as many views. They are also important, but again, as you think of these questions, right? अब ये भी सोच मतलब भाई आपकी podcasting अच्छी नहीं कर रही. Like you can ask me very simply, right? क्यों कर रहे थे आप? इतने लोगों ने किया. Why didn't you give up? मतलब although वो भी थोड़ा like niche है, but आपको क्या लगता है podcast start करना चाहिए किसी और को कि नहीं? That's more like
exactly.
मतलब हाँ opinion बताओ. And a lot of people actually don't do well on this because nobody wants to share an opinion.
That's a very good advice again for anybody starting a podcast or thinking about starting a podcast 101 we are having on the flow. And I also learned reels banao or opinions mango, not just do it for insights and knowledge. I think that's what everybody has. Just to close the topic on podcasting, you mentioned some nice ideas just now which you're also considering, but how is this going to evolve? How do you see this getting evolved in the next 4-5 years? यही लोग करते रहेंगे ऐसे ही podcast की कुछ content in general I think might change, right? Not just podcasting.
नहीं, I think भाई थोड़े form factors evolve हो जाएंगे, right? Like podcasting का basic form factor यही है कि two people chatting. But this conversation is a very good example कि it's not like हम बैठ के mic के साथ बात कर रहे हैं, right? We're on the go. We're having more experiential. It's better. मतलब just more conversation. Like I still don't think we have like cameras on us per se, right? Like
makes you less conscious also.
Exactly. I think so. It's more natural and stuff like that. So I think form factor develop होगा. I also believe कि I don't think मतलब India से अभी there's no Tim Ferriss, Lex Friedman, like all of these people that I really look up to. ऐसे कोई equivalent नहीं है. I think वो वाले space में मतलब you need like one sort of like or a couple standout breakthrough podcasters. We have Ranveer Alabadia and like Raj Shamani and like a couple of others doing good work. But I think वो global, like can we think of one global creator from India who's a great podcaster? Maybe not. And not yet.
Angel investing की बात करते हैं. You know that's been one part of your life as well. पहली बात तो angel investing बोलते ही क्यों हैं इसको?
That's interesting. मैंने जब जॉब स्टार्ट की थी एट एंजलिस्ट, मैंने थोड़ा गूगल किया था एंड तब ये समझ में आया था कि कोई मतलब आई थिंक एंजल इन्वेस्टर्स उनको बोलते थे जो ब्रॉडवे शोज को, मतलब दैट्स टेक्निकल टर्म कम्स टू द फैक्ट कि ब्रॉडवे शोज को एंजल्स लाइक जो फाइनेंस करते थे उनको एंजल्स बनाना स्टार्ट कर दिया था.
अच्छा.
आई थिंक व्हाट आई अंडरस्टैंड इज the first capital that you get is usually should be from like angel investors.
Okay.
They're literally like your angels, and so उनको angel investors बोलते हैं.
अच्छा.
But I think the name has just carried forward. And individuals investing in early stage startups are called angel investors.
But what do you look for in founders, since you also invest? So let's talk about your syndicate that you run. I would love the viewers also to know a little more about that.
Absolutely.
And for someone to pitch to you, what do you look for?
Yes, so I actually run an angel syndicate. Very quick context is ki I realized a year into my journey at Angel is that okay, I understand syndicates, I understand a bit of how the early stage ecosystem works, and I have a podcast which gives me a lot of amazing insights on how great founders have made it big. So I was like, okay, if I combine all of these, I can probably start investing myself.
Correct.
I have access to capital because of these people. I have access to great founders because of what I was doing at Angel is because of the podcast, credibility that I was building. That's how the syndicate came about, and it's called Indian Silicon Valley Capital. We just put the podcast name, put capital at the side because we were like, okay, it expands on the name that we are probably have going for us. And that's how we've now invested on 25 companies.
Oh wow, 25?
Yes.
I didn't know this.
Yes.
I thought you're just starting off and maybe 5-10.
No, I think
25 is a good
so,
number.
18 months mein around 25. 18 months is zyada, about like 22 months. And we've tried to be like, since solo GP structure hai, I try to do I do most of the work. So I'm like, okay, let's keep it under the radar. But now I'm trying to focus on it full time. So now we're trying to talk about it further.
So rapid fire, Jivraj, quick, you know the rules.
Done.
How it's done. One episode you enjoyed shooting the most?
Kabir of Dunzo.
Kabir of Dunzo. Okay,
yes.
Lovely. If you had one wild card to invite anyone to this podcast, who in this world would that be person?
Brian Chesky of Airbnb. Huge Airbnb fan.
Yeah? Okay.
Yes.
All right. One thing you like and dislike about the Delhi Gurgaon ecosystem. Like bhi bolna, dislike bhi.
It's very concentrated.
Okay.
So I love that because you can build a deeper network with people. But then I think wo jo nahi hai us concentration mein, they I think get
alienated. Okay. Okay. One thing you'd like and dislike about Bangalore startup ecosystem now that you moved there?
Tunnel vision. I think it helps you to develop depth, focus, but it sometimes also blindsides you क्योंकि आप अपने स्टार्टअप वो कल्चर के अलावा कुछ देख ही नहीं पाते हो.
अच्छा.
So I think that becomes a problem.
Okay. Fair enough. That's a good answer. Best language to swear in, Bengali or Punjabi? किसको ज़्यादा मजा आता है गाली देने?
Punjabi. I've been told, yes.
Okay. I thought you have some nasty ones in Bengali too, but ठीक है, आपके लिए पंजाबी है. अच्छा, you lived there for how long now?
No, all my life. So 24 साल में मतलब अभी until I recently moved to Bangalore, but I don't think I've sworn in Bengali.
You don't learn a language until you really कुछ गाली भी दोगे तब तक कैसे वो language सीखोगे? But anyway,
this trip to Durga
but
Puja
Punjabi is the one for you. And better rasgulla, I mean Delhi or Kolkata.
ये तो I think Calcutta है. ये I don't think Delhi comes close. मतलब is the best like food, but Calcutta has great food. Amazing food. बहुत ही अच्छा.
So the food wise, there is no match between Delhi ka butter chicken and fish of Kolkata.
Yes.
So what do you pick usually?
नहीं, Delhi का butter chicken.
अच्छा, Delhi का butter chicken.
Yes. But Calcutta की बिरयानी.
अच्छा.
Yes.
So Calcutta biryani over Hyderabadi biryani also.
100%.
अच्छा, how is it different?
आलू होता है.
अच्छा.
जो लोगों को weird लगता है. But that's the best part.
That's the best part.
Calcutta has to be the biryani sort of capital of the
Oh
country.
really?
Yes.
अच्छा.
It's amazing.
I didn't know that.
There was a point where I would have like 3 biryanis a week.
Oh really?
And I haven't had any in the last like some good 2
Yeah, I know that you've been dieting. So
Yeah.
अभी food की बात क्या करे butter chicken की when you've been on diet. But great answers. Let's talk about Kolkata. We are in Gurgaon, but you have lived most of your life there. वहाँ पे कैसा है like startup ecosystem है now that
I think थोड़ा बन रहा है I'd say but very nascent right like it's 1% of what it can be और जो होना चाहिए I think
why do you think होना चाहिए?
I think हर जगह होना चाहिए if we really have to build this like we think of ourselves as a startup ecosystem right the ecosystem will only succeed अगर companies हर city में बनेंगी क्योंकि इंडिया इतना बड़ा है right like we can't like think कि Bangalore or like Bombay or Gurgaon or like some of these ecosystems will absorb all of it.
Correct.
Hyderabad is a great example, for instance. And they're doing great work.
Absolutely.
Right? Or they're doing quality work in their own ecosystem, and it just builds talent, it builds everything. People around it get built really well.
Any shout out to any startup from Kolkata?
Yes, I think Now Purchases this company which is doing really well. They are a B2B company doing really well.
Now Purchase.
Now Purchase. Nest Asia करके एक company है
अच्छा.
जो बहुत अच्छा कर रहे हैं. They're about 700-800K on Instagram. They're a consumer company for home stuff, home decor and like.
Nest. I think I've heard about them.
A lot of people, I'm sure, have heard of it. People get surprised that they were based in Calcutta.
Okay. Come on in.
Hello.
What's up?
What's up?
What's up, man? Good to see you. You can remove this. Hi, it's for you.
Perfect.
And you'll have to sit in the center so that you are in the middle and the camera is on you.
podcast, yeah, so I know that.
हाँ, अच्छा. Thank you.
knows.
Thank you. आप पहले ही बताओ, हम ना ऐसे गेस वर्क कर रहे थे कि how many branches and how many seats.
Correct.
कितना है अभी? Exact.
So I just noticed on your Google Maps it says SHG015.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay. So that's the 15th one.
Location.
Arey, lovely.
But we have 16 in total. We started one more after this one.
Okay.
Nice.
That's amazing. So Jivraj has spoken to 3 VCs. They are interested. अब आप बताएं, अब आप 60 सेकंड की एक पिच कर दें बस.
तो यार
Bootstrap by choice है वैसे भी ना.
Bootstrap by choice है, by passion है, और ऐसा नहीं है कि फ्यूचर में फंडिंग नहीं चाहिए, नहीं देख रहे हो उस एस्पेक्ट को. But I think when you're taking funding, it's a lot of responsibility. And in India so far, I think funding as a milestone is being celebrated a little too much.
Yeah,
It's
we were
more
talking about this actually today.
It's more about allocating the resources well.
Exactly.
And then helping achieve, the impact that you're trying to create.
Yeah.
So we are very frugal in the way we've been running it purposely because आपको I think resources की usefulness ज़्यादा पता लगती है फिर.
That's
जब
true.
पैसा आएगा उसको कैसे deploy करना है वो main चीज़ होती है.
That's true.
So उसी पे हम subconsciously बहुत काम करते हैं, बहुत सोचते हैं. और जिस दिन if a fund trusts us and they like the way we work and we like the way they think and the visions align, then I think sky is the limit. And because this concept is all about SOPs.
Yeah, correct.
Right? It's all about replicating the good things that you do.
Yeah.
So we are focusing on that, and so far it's been a brilliant journey. About 7 years.
Yeah.
We've been in this.
Yeah.
And having fun. That's the main thing.
Amazing.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway, the section now is kill, marry, date.
Oh, nice.
So by the way, these are startup
वाले
ideas.
options है?
Startup वाले options है. So
Nice.
put on your investor hat. But kill, marry, date है. 3 options है. I'll speak all the 3 first, and then one by one we can go. Which one will kill? Which one will marry? Which one will date? Right. The first option is an app that stops you from impulsive buying. Okay. That's the first idea. The second is an app that gives you all gossip on startup world. सारी gossip. मतलब कौन किसको क्या बोलता है, क्या होता है, किसका किससे अफेयर है, जो भी whatever gossip you can think of. A streaming app that streams filming of movies, not the movies, but filming of movies. Okay. तो ये 3 ideas हैं. Kill, marry, date. So basically kill is you don't like it, chuck it. Marry is yes you'll invest. Date is ठीक है invest नहीं करोगे, थोड़ा mentor करते रहोगे. So that is sort of the idea. Start with you, Jivraj.
I think impulse buying I would marry.
Okay.
Kill I would do the gossip one.
Okay.
And the filming streaming would be the hookup.
Oh really? Nice.
So I would kill the impulsive buying one. The reason is I don't want to spend
Absolutely
too much.
opposite.
Yeah.
Dekha?
I don't want to
That's why I
spend too
asked.
much money on, And when you use the word impulsive, it's more about you don't need it, but you're buying it just
Correct,
for the
correct.
sake of it. So I want to kill that. Right?
Kill that. You don't like the idea of somebody
No.
controlling your impulsive
No.
buying. Okay.
Yeah.
You're impulsive buyer.
No. I mean, I am like.
हाँ तो
technically,
ठीक है
I
मैं भी
would
हूँ.
Kill it. Yeah.
सब होते
yeah,
हैं.
yeah,
हाँ to a level.
Hookup is like gossip.
The gossip one.
Yeah,
Okay.
hook-
Yeah. Who doesn't like gossip? Yeah. हाँ.
So hookup, right? That's like
Correct.
it
Yeah.
happens and then you forget about
Indulgence.
it. Yes. And then third one is of course left is the streaming one.
That
is
you'll marry.
Yeah.
It's a good idea. You like behind the scenes stuff.
Behind the scenes, it
Yeah.
tells you more about the process of getting to the milestone.
Correct. Lovely. Let's talk about in general the category. I think you will have your perspectives too, but would love to know from Mukul. COVID के बाद work from home शुरू हुआ. Now there's in office, there's co-work, there all these formats, working out of hills, whatever. How do you see co-working in general evolving and fitting into the work of the future?
Yeah, so see, COVID was honestly, goes without saying, a very, very difficult time for all of us.
Yeah.
And for the co-working industry and real estate overall, it was a horrid time because there were no people coming to the buildings or the spaces that you were operating.
Yeah.
But after COVID, it was like kind of a silver lining if you manage to sustain that.
Yeah.
The reason is because a lot of people were in the mode of experimenting, right? Because work from home bhi chal raha tha, office bhi वापस आना है. So there's this new term which is called hybrid
model. Yeah.
So I think our demand suddenly went up.
Okay.
Which we are still enjoying at this point in time.
Okay.
Which I feel is going to plateau in a couple of months or maybe in like another 6 months. The reason is because there's a lot more inventory that is coming to the market.
Okay.
Players are coming in, which is overall a boost for the industry.
Correct.
Right. So abhi
the category is growing, so larger pie for everyone, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And now a concept aa gaya managed office operations.
Okay. Tell us more about that. I didn't know about that.
So see, there are a lot of enterprises out there who don't want to take the headache of managing the office space by making payments to multiple vendors.
Okay.
Like कि आप हमसे एक payment लो, उसमें आपका margin भी है और आप सारी चीजें हमारे लिए manage करो.
Okay.
From housekeeping to tea, coffee to internet to dealing with the landlord to the CAM charges.
But how is that different from a co-work space? Like differentiation क्या है?
Co-working में usually price it at a per seat basis.
Okay.
Like for example, how Honest Create has taken space at Spring House Grand Mall.
Correct.
It's on a per seat model.
Okay.
Managed office में it's more about per square foot.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah, so some of our biggest clients are like Lenskart, Max Life Insurance. Then we had Borges India, at one of our centers. Then for brief period of time, we also had G4S, a facility company. It's UK based. So
Even Darwin Box and
Darwin
some
Box,
unicorns were
Darwin
there.
Box is
Bharat
very
पे
much-
था जब मैं आया था. I think
Yes,
that's
yes. So Lambda Test, there's a company in Noida,
Noida.
6062.
Yeah.
Yes, so they have done they've given us a managed office as well.
Okay.
So the model is evolving, and what we realize now is that the operators or players who've been there before COVID are getting more of a recognition
Okay.
because
Okay.
they've
been
managed
there,
this.
long enough as well.
Yes, yes.
Huh.
So which is good for companies that have been there in this for like 5+ years.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
so
great.
अभी इंटरेस्टिंग टाइम है, हाइब्रिड मॉडल काफी आ रहा है. अभी हम एक गोवा में भी लोकेशन खोलने की सोच
Oh,
रहे हैं.
lovely. सीधा मतलब गुड़गांव,
हाँ,
नोएडा, सीधा
the-
गोवा.
the two
Nothing in
Gs,
between,
the
है?
two Gs.
The two Gs, yeah.
As an operator, as a co-working player, it's important to provide that experience, right? For it to be scalable, like take it as a Marriott. Now Marriott does not own the real estate.
Oh, they don't. Okay.
They don't. They just put the SOPs.
Okay.
They take up a building, and they do a revenue share. So what they are saying, if you see a Marriott logo at any building,
Yeah.
as a consumer, you're pretty much convinced that the service level is going to be top notch.
Correct.
So
The brand
if you
is
look
big.
at the
such
business
like
as that,
Yeah.
then things change. Because if you start thinking of yourself as a real estate company, then you require a lot of capital.
Correct.
But if you think of yourself as an experience company or a
Yeah.
hospitality company,
Yeah.
it requires capital,
Yeah.
but into different domains,
Yeah.
not into the building or the capex.
Correct. Correct.
Right. So the brand has to create that value in the market.
Correct.
अच्छा ये Marriott है. Let's say for example अच्छा ये Spring House है, so
Yeah.
I'm going to get the value for my money.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that is very important. And
Yeah.
with all due respect to WeWork, I mean they raise billions of dollars and
Yeah. Yeah.
they are the ones who create the industry literally, right?
Correct.
But there are a lot of other players in the industry that have done the business well and not spoken about
Yeah. Yeah.
because their PR wasn't that strong.
Yeah.
For example, Regus, IWG Group, right?
Yeah.
They've been in the ecosystem since 1987, if I'm not wrong.
Okay.
They're a profitable business.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
They
we
don't
have
make a
to-
lot of noise, but I
They
think
don't,
Eagles
yeah.
is the first one I used when
Yes.
even before co-working was a thing.
Yes, and they've changed with time as well. They've
Yeah.
also come up with their co-working category.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
are also, I think, now coming up with their managed office category.
Correct.
But they are doing business like business.
Okay.
They are not going after, okay, billions of dollars, spend
Yeah.
it on marketing and then capture
Yeah.
the market.
Yeah.
So, and things have changed now, as we can all see, right? Like,
Yeah.
since the Indian startups have gone public, now everyone is looking at unit economics profitability.
Correct.
है तो देखो brick and mortar business.
Yeah.
Right? Every location itself should be doing some kind of a profitability to the corporate team.
Correct.
If it's not, then of course you can't succeed in the business.
Correct. Correct. So basically, I have some cards. हर कार्ड का एम यही है कि आपको ड्रिंक कराना है. यूजुअली तो ड्रिंकिंग गेम है, बट यहाँ तो कर नहीं सकते हम. तो वी हैव टेकन द ड्रिंक आउट, बट होपफुली द फन विल बी 5x 10x. तो कुछ मैं सेफ कार्ड्स लेके आया हूँ, ऑल्दो इट्स अ वेरी कंट्रोवर्शियल गेम. ड्रिंक विद प्लेड विद फ्रेंड्स एंड हैज सम रियली कूल कार्ड्स एंड डेयर्स, बट इसको हम करते हैं. सो विल जस्ट गिव द चॉइस टू यू टू पिक. ठीक है. Dring is the name of the game. So now you will tell what
Sing a song in the most horrible voice possible, which is mine, and don't stop till somebody gives you $100 or drink 4 sips.
अब आप drink
और-
4 sips करेंगे या you will sing and people
Not
will pay you.
drinking it, so I can drink 4 sips.
So then you drink. See, whoever has less drink, that
Yes.
person loses, right? So ये देख लेना
ये
बस.
singing I will
हाँ,
avoid.
तो ठीक है. Then you have 4 sips. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 4. ठीक है, चलो.
Diligent.
देखते हैं. Diligent. So you
Yes.
had 4 drinks.
Easily
Count is 4.
हाँ है ना?
हाँ जी.
Take out a 500 rupee note and give it to the person who successfully downs their drink and guesses correctly. If the last digit of that note is even or odd.
तो आप 500 का नोट मैं निकाल देता हूँ for your sake.
तो
Nice.
जबरदस्त।
So
हाँ,
if
मैं यही सोच रहा था.
either you guess.
500 पेटीएम पे दिखा दे.
आजकल कैश होता नहीं ना, so I thought I'll make sure that to carry the cash.
Nice.
So basically, you have
Okay.
picked it up. So
Yeah.
again, I think he got
Person
lucky.
who successfully
कि-
downs their drink and guesses correctly.
हाँ,
अच्छा.
पहले आपको you can't down your drink. You can have 3 sips. That's fine. Otherwise, drink ही खत्म हो जाएगी. But you have to
पहले
guess correctly.
even
Until you
और
guess correctly,
तब
you
तक.
keep drinking.
अच्छा.
ठीक है. तो
Even और ठीक है.
अभी पहले 3 पी लो.
odds है मतलब अब.
पहले 3 पी लो, फिर उसके, क्योंकि ये तो पीना ही है, ये तो बेसिक है. Then you'll have to tell me even है या odd है. अगर इसने नहीं सही बताया, then मुकुल you drink.
Even.
Even last digit है ना. चलो ठीक है. Then you say
हाँ, हम even मान लेते हैं.
even मान लेते हैं.
Zero
That's
is
zero.
technically okay.
Zero is even.
Neutral.
Neutral.
That's
ठीक
the-
है. So you drinking, you 7 sips down. तुम तो अभी शुरू भी नहीं हुए हो. मुकुल
Count
देख
from
लो.
30 to 40 in Hindi. If you fail, 3 sips पी लीजिए.
हाँ जी. Now you'll have to do 30 to 40
30,
हिंदी में.
30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40.
39 40.
Wow,
That's
very
good.
good.
Yeah, that's good.
I would have failed at 38,
Then
39.
I think again 0 sips for you so far. चलो
Done.
ठीक है, he's saved. Now you pick up for him. पहला वाला हमने गड़बड़ किया, but
हाँ,
now
sorry.
If your parents don't know where you are right now, drink 3 sips.
it's for
They
both
know,
of you.
they
They
know.
know.
They know
Yeah.
where you are right now.
अच्छा नहीं.
Doing this podcast.
नहीं.
तो पियो भाई, फिर तो तीनों पियो. 3 सिप फिर then दोनों goes for both of you. ठीक है. So, अभी 4 कार्ड रह गए हैं.
Enact Rosesh from अच्छा सारा भाई वैसे सारा.
Have you seen
क्या
this?
पता था? नहीं हाँ सारा भाई वैसे सारा भाई देखा है. ये वो वाला था.
Or drink 3 sips. That's easier, bro.
No, this is for
फिर
you.
दोनों
but-
के लिए. Then now it's for both.
I don't
ओ
know
अच्छा.
Now we'll do both for all this. If you don't know, then you also drink.
ओहो.
देखते हैं किसकी ड्रिंक पहले खत्म होती है. मुझे लग रहा है कि since you had a little bit of a heads up.
Yeah.
हाँ,
this. Done.
but ठीक है. So that I don't know. You've seen that show?
हाँ
सारा
पहले
भाई.
देखा था.
So there's a
Recent-
famous dialogue. चप्पल की चूचू से चिड़िया की चेचे. He speaks
Yeah?
like that,
हाँ,
right?
हाँ.
So I love the character by the way. But
Hansa was in this one.
हंसा नहीं वो. That was खिचड़ी.
Oh अच्छा. Ask any player 2 false question about yourself. If they
Okay.
get it right, you drink. If they get it wrong, they drink.
Okay. Now you have to ask him, and then you will also ask. So we'll do both rounds.
I don't drink.
True है या false?
False.
Drink.
अच्छा,
don't drink.
it's
I don't
true.
drink. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I thought you'll fall for the trap. मुझे अंदर से feeling थी he doesn't because that's why he asked.
Yeah.
Now you ask
I
it.
thought, I mean, being a Salaran doesn't drink.
Yeah.
I know
देख लो
very
भाई.
इसीलिए मैंने भी पूछा.
तभी पूछा
Because
उसने.
people assume ना.
People assume. Now you ask him something and just try to get it wrong.
Yeah.
I'm an atheist.
Interesting guys. Things are really heating up. ये थोड़ा अच्छा बोला.
False.
False.
False. Okay. ठीक है. Then
So I
तो
was right.
then
I
तो you
did not
drink. अब
ठीक
तो
है,
फिर
fair
आपने you almost done. So
चलो,
आपकी
I
खत्म
don't
होगी
get that
तो
vibe, ना?
Yeah.
That I'm
हाँ,
not an atheist.
चलो ठीक है. अरे मुझे भी नहीं लगा था वैसे.
ये हमने कर लिया था शायद.
हो गया था क्या?
This is the first one I
Last
picked.
one. Last one guys.
Let's do it. If anyone from the group has ever been in a relationship that lasted longer than a year and regretted it, drink 3 steps. No, not me.
Not me. though.
अरे ये कैसे हो गया यार? मेरे को दे देते then.
I've only ever been in
I can
one
drink this one.
relationship. Nice.
चलो nice. This ends our
Fun.
game round.
Good
Hope
fun.
you liked it.
Yeah.
But winner मेरे ख्याल से I think you had more drinks for sure. So he is the winner that way.
ठीक है.
आपने ज़्यादा पिया.
Yes.
But that brings us to the end as well. But thank you so much guys for being on the show. This was amazing.
What
Super
a
fun.
great
Had so much
concept.
fun
Yes.
and hope you
Good
liked
fun.
as much as I liked hosting you, but we'll keep the fun inside and see your villa.
Absolutely.
You know,
Most
let's show
welcome.
Jivraj as well.
Done.
And signing off. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye. Take care. Cheers.
Thank you.
Chalo.